Up next is this clown named Sweeney. Let's listen to him and how he tries to deflect the situation of leverage to turn it into trying to say the women leverage things. Let's hear it.
Any woman that would tell you that all you have to do is love her to make her fall in line is lying to you.
First
Even
of all, ain't no grown ass woman sitting up here having no conversation with you about whether or not you using leverage or love for her to fall in line. Ain't no grown ass woman having no conversation like that with you, sir. Cut it out.
they understand that you need leverage to make somebody fall in line. They talk about it all the time. When they talk about how they can get men in line, they always utilize leverage.
Now, men, when it comes to this leverage that he just talked about, you have to treat them like dogs. Anytime you're able to control your body when you're with a man and you want him to do something, you literally have to dangle sex in front of his face like a carrot in front of a horse. In order for you to get that man to focus, complete the task that you want him to complete, you have to treat him like a damn animal. And they know that.
They leverage sex, they leverage the court systems, they leverage the children. So even they understand to get somebody to fall in line, because that's the word we got there. It's how do you get a woman to fall in line? That means fall in line whatever you got going on.
What would he say?
Love doesn't do that. Leverage does. Even and I know that public defender asked earlier about the difference between women and children, and that he didn't want to compare children.
Didn't want to compare children to what? Didn't want to compare children to women? Didn't want to compare women to children? But he ain't say he ain't have no objections to it. I told y'all it's in their mind.
But even when it comes to other men, you utilize leverage to get other men to fall in line. You don't love them into falling in line. You don't like them into falling in line. You use leverage. You leverage the job. You leverage their position. You leverage money. So in all seriousness, yeah.
By this time, I knew Mr. Sweeney Beanie had no clue what leverage really meant. By this time, I knew that most of these men did not know what leverage meant. Now, here's the crazy part about this video. I skipped over some parts where they got into it because Public said that a lot of men, most men read at a 6th grade level. They had a whole argument about it. It was very, very dumb. But the whole time, the host, Lapeef, had a hard time reading the super stickers. Literally. I'm going to make a video about that. These men sat up here and none of them knew what the word leverage meant. But all of them answered the question without actually understanding what the fuck leverage meant. The comprehension levels and the reading levels are fucking, the bar is in hell. So the fact that Mr. Sweeney Beanie is trying to answer this question when he has no clue what the fuck he's talking about, and then trying to use leverage in all these other instances and ways with different types of people, it was just very strange.
Yes, to get somebody to fall in line and acquiesce to what you need them to do and what you want them to do. If they fall out of that, the only way to get them back in line is to utilize leverage.
So utilize control, utilize abuse, utilize exploitation. Now, I don't know if Mr. Sweeney Beanie knows this, but if you try to exploit somebody on the job, if you try to abuse somebody on the job, they can sue you. I don't think Mr. Sweeney Beanie is aware of that. I don't think he is. If you try to leverage something when it comes to a child in this day and age, they can call CPS on you because that's abuse, that's manipulation, that's exploitation. But I don't think he knows that because he has probably a 6th grade reading level as well.
I think that's because men aren't communal enough, and we don't know how to work. Our whole thing is trying to dominate and trying to manipulate.
Public defender, that makes no sense.
Okay, you can wait till I'm done talking.
Well,
He might argue with you.
no, I'm serious. Like in all seriousness, to say,
Wait. Let's make sure we finish.
right?
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Y'all-
y'all-
Hold on.
y'all all
Let me
right,
finish
huh?
and then you respond.
Drink
Well,
your
yeah,
water,
to say,
man.
well, no, I'm cool with what you said, but to say that men are not communal enough.
Look, this is what I want you to do. This all I'm Sweeney, do me a favor.
Got it.
Whatever.
There is a whole single male loneliness epidemic that literally talks about how men don't have friends. That literally talks about how men are not as social as women and they don't create community for each other with each other. Again, what the fuck is Sweeney Beanie talking about?
You want to say, write it down, wait till I'm done, and then you can rebut.
Well,
like I did
well-
you. I waited till you were done, and now I'm
You
talking.
didn't wait till I was done.
You were done. You about to lie and say you
All right,
weren't
let's
done?
go to
now?
continue the conversation. Go ahead, finish
All
public.
right,
And then we'll go
Okay.
Go ahead.
Crybaby.
The way y'all like this lie so quick.
They want to
So anyways, men aren't really about community. We're not about building the community. We don't know. We're not about egalitarianism. I'm sorry. For anybody that doesn't know what egalitarianism is, it's the concept of working in where everybody is equal, right? And they have equity. And if you don't know what equity is, I can explain it to you.
Now, I'm going to skip that part. But I just wanted you to hear Mr. Whiny Sweeney Beanie, his part. Now, the last thing I'm going to try to play, last couple videos, is when they finally got to the definition. It's like they still didn't understand what it was.